What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another MKPS match, a semifinals match between WollywogZ, the 3rd seed, versus Kinetolic Gaming, the 6th seed. Earlier today, we had two great matches with AV topping MW and Charge Brigade topping Phantasmagoria to get into the semifinals. But now, WollywogZ versus Kinetolic Gaming. And to join me during this match, my good friend and co-commentator, Mr. Yoshter.
Yep, it should be another exciting match, another close match. We already had two really close matches already coming right down to the wire for GP3. I mean, minimal was about maybe a 10-point deficit for both of the matches going into GP3, so this one could be no different. Both of these teams have been playing a lot of scrim wars actually versus each other lately.
Yeah.
And
I actually took a look at those tables right before we started, and it looks like KG got the better of them, and I think a few more, but overall, both teams had some pretty decisive wins against the other, so what happens today, I think, is anyone's guess, really.
Yeah, I see 4 tables, WZ winning 3 times, KG winning once. I'm not sure how accurate that is.
I've seen a few more that had KG won at least half of them. So it's pretty even between these two teams during this past week. So let's go right into the lineups here. All right, on WoG's side, we got Edison, Casper, Quinn, who will be watching, TK64, Skyleaf will be bagging for them. And on the KG side, we have Jake, Havo, Mike, Mura, and Ryu. So overall, running-wise, I'm not seeing too heavily favored side here.
I think I think the running's pretty even. I think you have Edison and Casper, who are really fast online players, and then obviously on the other side, I think you have Jaker and Mura. Those are probably the 4 that are probably the fastest out of these two lineups. But Havo making a return to the league match, so let's see how that spices things up a little bit. Maybe he's the missing factor.
Yeah, Havo not playing too many MKPS matches for KG. I think this actually might be his first one, so seeing him come back into this KG lineup should be pretty fun to watch, especially surrounded by such strong players.
Yeah, he was also scrimming with them too, so
yeah,
like he's trying to catch back up to speed here. And then we have the bagging battle, which was Ryu and who else again?
And Skyleaf. And Ryu we saw pretty much dominate AP's bagger last week by quite a bit, so I think he has the edge on Skyleaf here today again. So see how it goes, but I think KG has the quite an edge here bagging today.
Yeah, especially some of the experience a little bit. And then I think the only other thing would be like Mogies versus / wars or whatever. It's good to see with the WollywogZ play some wars to get used to a little bit more. They've been playing a lot more Mogs, I would say, especially like Casper and Edison. But I'm obviously really skilled players and can easily translate the wars, and the fact that they've been scrimming, they're just getting warmed up to it. So I don't think there'll be any issue with Mog mentality, probably.
No, probably
maybe
not. They've been scrimming a lot these past few weeks, yeah.
But you know, I don't think that's gonna be too much of a difference.
Yeah, so let's so Yoshter, who you got today? Let's just get right into it. MVP, who's winning?
I'll take KG.
You're gonna take KG?
I'm gonna take KG here. Then I guess I'll go Murabito, KG.
All right, I'll take WoG's. I think they're gonna take it by 34. I'm gonna take WollywogZ by 34. And we're gonna see TK pop off. That's what I'm thinking.
TK is gonna find the fountain of youth.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing TK, WollywogZ by 36. That's what I'm saying.
I think the biggest wild card in this match is for sure going to be Mike. I think he has a very high ceiling, but he also has a low floor at times. So like if Mike plays really, really good in this match, really exceptional, then I think KG is going to win. So obviously me banking on them winning, I'm going to have Mike play pretty well.
Yeah. Mike does a great job of controlling communication in that team. So hopefully he's able to perform.
But sometimes he does have problems calling shocks where it doesn't even actually help his team. But there are other times where he just calls excellent shocks. So I hope there's a little bit more consistency from him in the comms game today. But obviously, we're on the voting screen. We see some DKS.
It's going to be KG's DKS and WZ's DKS. KG picking RBC, not getting that. And we're going to get right into it.
Interesting. Usually you see 1-3 teams or the host team picking a lot of Maple Tree Way, but DKS is kind of just a new choice. And we see a slight lag start here from Quinn, but nonetheless, going into the cannon in 5th, and we see Murabito bagging in 8th, potentially trying to get the bill with any.
Yep, Murabito the only daisy, so it should be easy to follow him and see if that plays into their track picks later on. Quinn, triple shrooms early on and getting it to first, but it looks like a
really nice pull, but he kind of got bumped on the hill, but he's just able to make it up.
Yeah, makes a nice play to avoid that red.
It's close for comfort there, but the WollywogZ looks like they're occupying top 3 to start this race. It is their track pick, so obviously they're pretty comfortable on it.
Definitely track these days, so WZ picking it with 1-3, definitely looking to run it and stay in the front for a majority of this race. So
it looks like Ryu made the bagging strap backwards just now, so KG, if they will have a chance to pull shock in 10th. We see a 50-second blue coming in from KG, and now they just reverse spots pretty much as KG just gets in the top 2.
And we see
not calling for double, and he's going to try to push someone off. Let's see if that actually worked. And
How coming in shouldn't change much. Looks like Edison passes him on double. Now we saw Ryu go through cannon, so he probably is trying to get away from Skyleaf and is holding shock, I would assume.
Yeah, good job by Quinn.
And it is. It's going to be dodging KG's first.
So it looks like they're going to play it safe and only dodge first, though.
Yeah.
Good job by Quinn bumping off Jaker earlier from double, because that would have been a top 2 cannon dodge if he did not get the bump there. So that's a huge
Mike holding up a really strong first place, pretty much gone. Doubt we're going to see him risk double right now.
Yeah, no, everything else is just up for grabs. You see the pack super close. You're going to see some people bump off. Quinn not opting to do the double. I guess he doesn't want to take the chance of getting bumped off. But now he's going to lose spots.
Looks like he's only gotten passed by his teammates, though. So 2-3-4 for WZ. Casper goes down, though. We'll see if he's able to hold the spot.
Someone slips. It's 2-3 for the WollywogZ, and it's, oh my goodness, it's too close to tell.
It's too close to tell. I think that's 2-3-4 though for WZ.
We also don't know who 4th was because their name tag didn't show up at the end there. But if that's Casper, it's a good race for the WollywogZ. And once again, if Jaker doesn't get bumped off a double, that's a free top 2 for KG. So a good option to risk just trying to bump off Jaker going for single as it pans out very nicely.
Kind of curious what happened to Casper there on the Shy Guy section right after double. Looks like he might have gotten bumped downwards or bumped into a Shy Guy, or it was tough to see, but he's still able to hold 4th, like we said. So 2-3-4, 6, and 10 for WZ, a winning race to start it off.
Yeah, good start for the WollywogZ, especially with KG getting the shock, but somewhat of a questionable shock, though, in a way. I mean, only dodging first. Yeah, if there's a blue shell, you're going to secure it, but I really think he was the only one that dodged that because the pack was super, super close going into the cannon. So the WollywogZ doing a good job holding down the mid spots.
Now holding 2-3-4, probably going to be seeing an RBC here, something that they can draft up early on. And not only would an RBC be good for them here because of their 2-3-4, but it takes it away from KG, who's starting 2-4-6-8 in the room, because that's really one of the main track picks you see from teams of this caliber when they're starting 2-4-6-8 is RBC. So taking it away from them could be a really nice play here.
Yeah. RBC also, you have 5th that's able to draft. Everyone can really draft anyone, honestly, in RBC, but usually 1st would just kind of swerve anyway to prevent the draft. Oh,
and they're going to go with Koopa Cape and a DDR from
that's
Cape. Just pretty much 2 expected tracks. I mean, RBC I think would have been a nice play for them, but KC definitely good for their spots.
The always, I don't know what to go.
Exactly,
so,
Casey's
just
great
like, whatever.
Track. Exactly.
Yeah.
WZ 2-2 with their track picks.
Still a pretty favorite track among a lot of people. So
Quinn starting in 3rd. See if he opts to go for some shrooms or if he's just going to run. I would assume run, considering 2 of his teammates are behind him.
Yeah, he might just try to touch a 3rd place box.
That's what he's going to do.
He gets a 4th place box instead. 3 WZ players go forward though. TK trying to thread the needle that doesn't connect on anyone. But a quick red, just going to get rid of Mike's banana. But now we're going to see someone shrooming up the first, and it's Jake because KG had 6, 7, 8 boxes.
Yeah.
After
WZ really handed them all those bottom spot boxes, so they're able to shroom up, and Jake's going to take first. Looks like Quinn will be able to red Mike here for a 2-3.
Yeah, an unbreakable spot. It's a really good spot to throw reds. He's going to wait till maybe after the set, though.
Red.
Alright, he's just not going to opt it, so he's in Mover mentality at the moment. But
very kind of a weird strategy, because now Mike does have a green that he can just protect the red from. Kind of questionable play there.
You want to kind of crack the top spots early, but unless he's just maybe holding it to get some more fourth place boxes. And that's sometimes why you do. He gets a nice triple shroom pull. But KG top 2, though. But we do see Edison starting to shroom up a little bit. Let's see if it's a golden strat. No, it's not. So he's just going to burn his last shroom.
Quinn and Edison both taking the basic shroom strats and both kind of getting stuck in the current there. So Jake is going to get an even bigger lead in first. But this second place shroom here for Quinn should catch that coming up here going into lap 3.
Yeah, we haven't seen Havo or Murabita at all yet. So I'm wondering if they're holding some dodges or possibly a potential blue shell. Ooh, that's a decent pal. Just gets rid of Quinn's shroom.
Yeah, doing that little strat there actually made him lose his shroom. If he was able to take the ramp fully, he would be taking cut. But
so
KG now top 2.
I'm assuming KG's holding the blue, or they're holding 2 dodges at this point, as we've yet to see anyone shoot a shroom up. So the Wogs are they gotta just try to get second out of there for now. Very close to Mike. We see Mira finally shrooming up, and
nice snipe by Quinn, taking him out immediately. So 3-4 still for WZ. See if they're able to get top 2 out of there with something. Pal, but I don't know if Pal's
we see one of the baggers also in 9th, so I don't know if the Wogs have it or not. He's going forward, so good chance the Wogs could have it here. Let's see if they just shock in the set. No, they're just going to hold it because Mike died. Oh, okay. That's a KG shock, actually.
I think so. I think we might have saw Murad dodge, but not too sure.
I would think that would
Here comes Havo at a cut for a top 3 for KG.
No. This is Quinn's point of view. Quinn got 3rd.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah. but yeah, a good shock for KG.
Yeah, good shock for KG.
Havo just holding his dodge for the whole race because I guess he just didn't get killed. He's just kind of chilling in the back and then an easy dodge to take second place. But Jake are able to get an early golden to just front run the rest of the race. So.
Yeah. Blueless run for Jake made it pretty easy for him to just hold that spot. At top 2 for KG, 6-7 to go along with it. And 9, so KG bouncing back a bit from that first losing race to probably take the lead.
Yeah, let's see what KG opts for. DDR can be a popular tactic with top 2 and a couple bottom spots. Let's see what Jaker's feeling at first. I'm pretty sure a lot of people like DDR regardless, and I would assume he would like
top 2 6-7 would make sense for KG. DDR would make sense for their spots. WZ might opt for 3-4, might opt for RBC again, and they're gonna go GV, little Moger track.
You know, what defines a Moog track?
A track that is often played in Moogs. KG going for Moonview with their top 2.
That's the case. I guess Peach Gardens and MC3's on there as well. But regardless, we have some GVs and Moonview. So not often in DDR. Moonview, this is a pretty good spots for Moonview. Being top 2, you get 2 boxes and then 6-7. Getting some lower boxes on the hill there. So see how this pans out right here.
Holding those top spots at the beginning is really important, though. So
see what, if Quinn can get triple shells, that's huge. And he only gets 1 green. He also gets a really rude slip, so he's going to lose some time there. But looks like TK got early shrooms though, so he might be able to crack first.
And Jake looks like he ran into the car, so quick spot change here from each team. It looks like
very close tack to start Moonview. Sometimes you don't see this, so everything's going to be a little bit hectic here.
2, 3, 4, 5 for WZ really early on, breaking that super well. Nice job by them. And a bottom 3 for KG.
A nice triple shroom pool that Quinn might be able to shroom up in the first. So Mike just kind of moving in and out, trying to protect himself and hit someone with the green because he's the only one up there at the moment. But we see Murabito chaining a star and catching up a little bit.
And hitting a banana into the bomb. So, but it gets to Mike too, so probably not too bad of a trade-off.
I wasn't even paying attention.
It was probably like. We see now Mura up there with I believe it's TK. I think.
Yeah, so I think that was a WollywogZ blue, maybe. I'm not too sure on that, but regardless, Quinn getting
Havo
2C.
hitting the truck, kind of getting stuck back here now. Quinn triple
Yeah,
swings.
now we're starting to see the Move You Highway pack get really separated, at least for 70, at least. Looks like we got mixed spots. Is Havo's a TC in 7, Shaker in 5th, and WollywogZ in 6. So a lot of mixed spots here. It could just be evens. Havo probably gonna die. Oh wow, what a pull!
Bill in 8th spams it because of the banana.
He gets to split Bill in 8th.
Gets to dodge,
and he's gonna dodge, but
looks like WZ is still most of the bottom spots, and Jake dodged.
Mike picking up a
still holding first.
Yeah, this is kind of hectic going into the last couple straights here. KG
looks like KG took over top 2 and 4th. This is going to be a big race for KG.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Oh my god! Quinn loses the bump off, and that's a top 2 4 for WZ.
It makes you wonder though, whose shock that was, because Quinn was probably like he was so excited he got the bill, like just the split frame that he got it, and then he sees a banana, he spams it. So that was definitely a delayed call, maybe, if it was on them, because
if it was a WZ shock, it could have easily been a KG shock with Jake dodging in 5th in the star.
Yeah, that's true, but I think Havo saying they're in Bill maybe triggered Jaker using his star, because I'm pretty sure he also dodged that shock. Not sure who used that shock.
Either way, worked out for KG, top 2-5. Adding on to that 2-point lead.
We got to ban some Moonview. Lag and bomb cars. Looks like we got a quick 11-point lead for KG. So relatively close.
Very close. See what WZ wants here.
These races have been very mixed. No one's had like top 3 or top 4 yet or any of that sort. No. Very mixed races.
Yeah. As we saw in the CB versus PT during week 5, it was super, super close up until race 10, where there was just one huge race for CB, and it got kind of blown out of the water from there. So see if this that happens in this match. But so far, been really close, really fun to watch. It's going to be Stadium from KG.
Yeah, it's a pretty good track for top spots. I mean, there's only 4 item boxes as well for the first set, so this is a track where you can break away a little bit on. But let's see if Mura gets bumped though. Is it the Daisy?
Quinn's timing for a box. Nice idea.
Okay, I actually, he got a 6th place star. Am I saying that right?
I'm sure he flashed 7 because 6th place stars, as we all know, are not possible. But...
That was very sketchy, regardless. I guess he got a 6th place star. But we see Murabito getting taken out, but an early top 2 break.
Yeah, early top 2, huge break for KG. And a little bump.
This is a track where you can really break away on. The TS spot makes you lose a ton of time if you get TS, but you can obviously like swerve to the left or swerve to the right, and it's really hard to TS people actually on this track now.
Top 3 for KG. Quinn forced into his star. Not good for him.
Yeah, they're gonna have to cycle for some blue shells here. He might hold this mega though, as their bagger is in last. So
yeah. Back on track now. KG top 3 break. Nothing really is going to, even a blue shell, I don't think is going to stop this lead. Definitely going to need shock and a TS.
KG does not have the shock. WZ really needs to shock here. Good chance they might just hold this for lap 3. Possibly should have maybe used the lap 2 shock if they had it, just to bring the pack a little bit closer. But I mean, he's still going back though.
Blue coming.
The first blue shell that they cycled for. And it looks like first took cut. And he's not going to be able to dodge that blue, though.
Quinn holding his mega around the cut makes you assume WZ might have it here. And the pack has gotten a lot tighter, so...
Yeah, I think the WollywogZ have it. He's not really using anything. He went over the ramp, though. Nope, the WollywogZ do not have it. So this looks like this could be a shockless race, as the bagger just fell from the WollywogZ. But hold on a second. We have a 3-4 for the WollywogZ. That's a lot better than what...
Yeah.
Or a lot worse, excuse me. And what this could have been, he ran Mike on the line. Whoa.
Nice play by Edison getting Mike on the line. I'm surprised I was able to connect.
How did that reach? When Mike's controller disconnected, he just stopped. What's going on here?
WZ did a nice job of coming back that race. That looked like all hope was lost by the end of lap 2. So
I'm a little bit confused.
Edison redded him, or he died at the line, or what? But
did we just get dumb Mike there? I don't know. What just happened, bro? He just died.
Got a misplay,
2-3
Mike.
for the WollywogZ. Wow, that could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
but they're able to salvage it.
But yeah, definitely salvage that. With Jake topping the GP by quite a margin.
Let's look at the scores here. They only lost that race by 1 from a top 3 break. Kind of crazy, but hopefully that doesn't tilt KG too much, because that definitely could have been a lot better.
So 12 GP.
They're still
KG.
winning the GP. Yeah. So they're still winning the war, rather. But
really, anyone's game here. I mean, I don't think we saw either team really take control of any race there.
Yeah, that was like the first race where we saw a team have a top 2 break, top 3-ish break, but obviously it went down the drain there at the end, unfortunately. So regardless, we have a 1-3-5-7 for the WollywogZ, obviously because of the alternating spots. Let's see if they opt for the Maple Tree Way pick this time.
That's what most teams have been going for, Maple Tree Way with the 1-3.
And there it is.
I'm sure we'll see RBC again, yep, from KG.
See what gets picked here. We got Maple
WZ getting the pick again.
So obviously third will be hopping into the cut, and everyone else will probably just be running. Maybe KG will hop into the cut in second. We'll have to see what KG opts to do. See what kind of item Quinn
can definitely expect Quinn to hop in.
Oh, no.
Oh, so I thought.
Quinn is like, joke's on you.
That's usually the reason you want Maple with 1-3, so they can hop in the cut.
I don't know. Now he's just going to get
kind of confusing to me.
Kind of weird.
Doesn't get an item, and
so the
WollywogZ's bottom 3. I don't know about that play.
I think there's... Okay, they're not first anymore. He got hit at first.
And now KG's bottom 2.
KG, yeah. Okay.
Faces are flipping and flopping.
Yeah, this war, everyone's just flipping and flopping. You're right. I mean, there's just no in between.
Gonna connect to a bagger and a WZ member.
Yeah, pretty good.
He's winning bagging by a lot right now. He should be able to get some 10th place boxes, and KG can expect a shot for them.
So it looks like KG's first at the moment, obviously because of Murabito, but they're gonna hold down 1-4 at the moment. Someone's goldening through the shortcut.
TC shouldn't matter.
Any eye on the shock situation, as you were saying?
Well, Ryu made it back a lot earlier than Skyleaf did, so KG should be spamming 10th place boxes at this point.
Yeah, so if KG has the shock, that's huge. We see a blue shell come into play. That's going to connect on, I think, a WollywogZ member, actually, because Murabito died. And KG is now bottom 4-ish at the moment, but the pack is still somewhat close, especially if they have shock.
WZ is last because this is POV.
Oh, so. Yep, you got me there. Yep.
Looks like WZ's actually most of the bottom spots.
Yeah, so WZ's the bottom spots now. Yeah, all right. So, let's see what happens here. He's going to use to start through the cut. Are we going to see a shock?
Looks like too tight of a pack for a cannon shock, so not surprising it didn't come in there.
Yeah,
but someone even has it.
Okay, well, we
looks
just
like no one actually has it.
Hit.
Yeah,
we just saw Ryu get hit on the mini map, unless that was lag. So I don't even think anyone has it at the moment.
No.
But we'll have to see later. But we're seeing a lot of dodges being used, probably indicating that this could be a shockless race now. Hal's going to get Quinn over the ramp.
Nice little avoid by Quinn. 4-5 for WZ. We'll see if there's any more of them up there.
Oh, a huge banana snipe. But I think this is a very mixed race.
First right now.
I think the WollywogZ might be first.
I think it might have been... I don't know if it was Edison. No, it wasn't. It might have been Casper. They've been first there.
Yeah.
I think that's
that makes sense. That could have been a really good race for the WollywogZ. Really good job by Skyleaf, I think, for starring the shock out of Ryu, if I'm not mistaken. As the baby Luigi was spinning her out at the minimap. So.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. If WZ got first, what would it be, like 1-4-5? So. Yeah, so 1-4-5 coming in for the WollywogZ.
So barely winning. But it's now within 10. So
that leaf pile
snipe is kind of nice, not going to lie.
That's kind of clean.
KG leaf pile.
If that got TK off, that's a tilter. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie to you. I get that. That somehow got him off.
Yeah, now we're within 10 here going into race 6. Just another note, this is only one match, best of 1 here in the quarterfinals. Winner moves on to the semifinals where it is best of 3, and the finals is best of 3. So 1 and done here for each of these teams. So they're putting it all on the line.
Yep, I mean, I don't think we really have any Cinderella runs from the teams. I think
Yeah,
the
Dara
teams that
a
were
little
expected
bit.
to win. Yeah, Dara a little bit of the Cinderella run for April Madness. So we'll see how well they play next match. That will be coming on after this one, of course. But we see some TF and RSL. TF is a very good spot, I'd say, for 145. You don't have 2-3 though, as 2-3 would usually get some boxes, but nonetheless, we are going to RSL anyway.
RSL, worst track in the game. See how each team plays on it here.
Very underrated track. That just got picked right now. But let's see what happens. This is a big first set. There's a ton of item boxes where you could possibly pull a golden. So let's see if anyone goldens up.
We're going for some snipes.
Like
got
TK.
one.
TK gets the jackpot. And oh, Murray can't dodge that red. Didn't back a green there. So the WollywogZ going to occupy a 1-3. Good job by Mike making a field goal right there between the Penguins.
Yeah.
And
able to make it so TK does not break away, which you do see a good amount of front runs on this track. So pretty important to roll there.
yeah, any track is front runnable. It's especially if you get the shock. So
Yes,
TK is able to hold down that first at the moment. We got a 1-3. And 1-3-4 for the WollywogZ now. And it looks like they're also winning the bagging battle at the moment. We're starring through the pack. Got to be very careful. Doesn't connect on anyone, though. So we got a TC for Casper and a blue. So KG is reversing the spots very soon here.
Yeah.
Wait, TK dodged that? Wow.
I thought he golden up at the beginning, so
wow.
He got a second place room when he was next to Mike.
I guess he invented a new item. He invented the golden and mushroom. So like you just get two of them.
Whatever he did.
But KG's like, hold the phone. We're cooking up another one.
He does not have
We're going to cancel here. 2 people actually end up dodging in the back. So 7-8.
And Mike got TS in that little crack.
Yeah, so let's see how this pans out for them. A very early shock for the WollywogZ. Hopefully they got good chains for them.
What that shock did do was make this pack super tight. So a second shock or Goldens could really be a difference
top
maker
2,
here.
and assuming the WollywogZ have some good chains, but we don't really see them coming up here quite yet.
And
TK getting blued again.
Third
another blue.
Another one.
Another one. But we see KG in 2-3, so maybe kind of a rush shock. Let's see how this pans out for them, though. Going into the final turns.
WZ winning bagging battle might be a second one for them.
Could be a second one for sure.
Murabito in second place. Quinn holding down first. 2-3 for KG. Any snipe attempts, maybe?
Yeah.
Looks like he'll be able to hold
KG
it.
coming up. And
KG 2-3-4. So even with 3 blues, not able to get first, but
another one at the end. That didn't matter, but a good 2-3-4 race for KG. I mean, there were a lot of blues being cooked up, cycling for the blue shell, but at the same time, the shock maybe was a little bit rushed. Because we didn't see Casper or Edison really shroom up at the place you would shroom up through the jumping over the gap. So kind of confusing. Because we saw the same kind of shock that EA used versus PT, if you remember that one that we actually casted, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of got like the same result, another 2-3-4 result at the end of that. So I'm assuming their chains were bad, or I don't know. Kind of sketchy.
And still haven't seen RBC, so we might see that pick come out from KG again now with 2-3-4. Pretty similar spots to what they start off GPs with.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. Still a 12-point lead, so. And there it is, the WollywogZ Circuit 3 pick coming in. They're special.
WollywogZ Circuit 3.
Huge. I like it.
2 very different tracks getting picked right now.
Being picked as well. All right, so they get their pick. Let's see how well they do on their home field advantage. This is their home field right here. This is a Moog type of track. Quinn's gonna probably just barrel through the first box.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
what
see Quinn just try to hold
KG ends up
first.
doing here.
Maybe try to yoink a box from KG's. Yep.
Does a good job yoinking both of the boxes, and it doesn't matter apparently.
Looks like KG did a good job of yoinking his greens. No protection.
Oh, Mura drafting up. Kind of a misplay though, getting really bumped. Got to be kind of aware of that at times. But
when you're on Daisy, you can make those really weird drafts like that work out.
Mm-hmm. And
Casper making some good plays with these greens,
annihilating KG, and then it looks like the WollywogZ top
2, 3, 4.
Okay, they're 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's 2, 3, 4.
No, they're top. Are they first or no? I can't tell. But Mike has to use his build. So yeah, it looks like the WollywogZ were top 3 briefly. That Bill's gonna bring him up to first. But the WollywogZ are like, hold the phone, but nope, KG couldn't stop in time. So that's gonna be a huge.
That's a huge break for WZ.
Oh yeah, this is bad, and KG does not have the shock yet. Ryu's still going back. He goes around the cut though.
Definitely not a shock for WZ. And we see a star getting used by KG. Would have seen a shock
Ryu. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone has it. No, Ryu has it.
Ryu might have just gotten it now.
I think Ryu has it. Let's see. KG's in a star though. They would have used it by now.
They would have used it. It's going to be a shockless race here. It looks like it's going to be a great race for WZ.
Hold the phone. KG's 2, 3, 4, I think. Or no, they're not. Okay, they're 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I don't know. I was getting kind of hectic. But yeah, it looks like a good race for the WollywogZ regardless. Don't mind me. I'm just spinning up.
WollywogZ Circuit 3 working out for them again. What works. Got to pick what works.
Yeah, so the WollywogZ were able to break early. Mike did the right thing, just using his build right away. But the WollywogZ cooked up an early blue, unless that was thrown by KG, because the WollywogZ were top 3 and Quinn did not throw that blue. So kind of makes you wonder if he built into first and KG threw the blue instantly. So I don't know.
It was very tough to see with everyone streaming there, but it looks like Casper got the bad end of it getting last, but still a top 2 for WZ on a shockless race. Shockless MC3, you don't see too often.
Could have been worse for KG, but very close going into race 8 here.
Yeah, single-digit lead here for KG.
I'm starting to feel like that was a KG blue now I'm thinking about it, though. Which is very, very unfortunate, because he wasn't in first yet, but he was billing into first. So let's see what the WollywogZ opt. They're going to pick the Bowser's Castle.
Bowser Castle with Murray in the room. You got to expect them to block it. I mean,
yeah, this is probably
in this day and age
when they're top 2. Just going to try to block the cut.
Mm-hmm.
So
now I have just received word that KG has submitted a trolling penalty.
Oh, word?
So we'll keep you updated on that. But KG has uploaded a troll penalty on MC3 there. And but we'll get to that later. Let's get into RBC now.
You must have some good sources because I can't find it. But anyways,
I have great sources.
That's some Adam Schefter sources there. But we got triple reds early. Great pull on this track. He's going to able to red Mike right out of third. But Havo probably going to get redded as well. And we're going to see just first for KG at the moment. But this is a great track to be on first because of backspin. Yeah.
Super easy to backspin here. Kind of maybe lines that Quinn won't be used to coming from a Daisy in first. So could also add to the questionable nature of these the backspin spots. Hard to predict.
So it looks like a 1-3 coming in for KG within the first 45 seconds of RBC. This track's always nice to be in the front, especially with all the backspin. So, but obviously you got to be a little bit worried if you're 1-3. You never know if Quinn's going to back a little bit wider if they back tight in first. So,
yeah. We see Mura already expanding that lead, and WZ's going to want a blue here to stop this.
Murbeto definitely holding down that first. So now there could be a backspin coming up on this next turn, taking the super wide. No, it's just a nana there. So, not much going on. Quinn is just doing a good job not getting hit by anything. They still a 1-3 for.
Really has to be that front presence for them here with the 1-3 for KG.
In terms of the bagging battle, it looks like we have
No one's got it yet, and it's super close.
Yeah, it's very close actually going into lap 2. Sometimes very
Pau
surprising.
trying to target Palmyra, not easy to do with the Daisy. So
yeah, especially with that big of a break.
Yeah.
Definitely play conservative. And he's just gonna get shroomed through here to expand his lead a little bit.
Yeah.
3-4
not as much
is
getting,
close
not as
battle,
much
and
getting
now
close to Murrah, but
we see Jaker get hit out of third, so 2-3 for the Wogs cracking that. Ooh, takes that turn tight, but doesn't get hit by anything.
WollywogZ best chance here is to get 2-3-4. Shot coming in. Not sure who that was. I think it was WZ. Or no, I think it's Havo coming up.
Well, we might see that KG member coming up soon. And yep, he also chained for a Mega. And Mike is going to try to stop Mega, which I think is fine, but the pack, obviously the Wogs are going to play very conservative with how this pack is shaping up.
At this point, Murrah's already gone. At this, you just want to kind of hold second. And,
and the pack was very separated, so the Wogs are playing it very conservatively, not getting Mega, just taking this 3-4.
Yeah.
And late shock, it looks like they got 7th into the boxes. If that was another KG shock, I'm not sure, but he's going to get some shrooms. And since there was a red on the rail that maybe no one called out, that person is getting 8th place. There. So a good race for KG.
Yeah, you can see how easy this track is to front run when you get that lap 1 lead, and Murrah showed it off perfectly there. And yeah, expanding KG's lead with the top 2, and we have the trolling penalty. Keep you updated. I'll take a look at the referee chat. While I do that, I will introduce our good friend Chili for analysis this week. It's Chili. You've been watching Casper, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right.
I think the plan was to watch Mike, but his stream isn't up, so I haven't been able to look at communications, which is sort of unfortunate, but I'll work with what I have. So going into this match, I think everybody can agree that pretty much everybody playing on both sides is an absolute monster in terms of both running and just general item skill. But on paper, I think going into this, I was under the assumption that KG had a slight advantage. Primarily because I think KG generally plays a little bit more selflessly than WZ on average. And if you really ask the question, what does WZ have that KG doesn't? It's hard to come up with an answer. I think WZ has some fantastic runners, primarily Casper and TK. We definitely see them in the front the most. We've been seeing them a lot in the front throughout this match. And on KG's side, we've been seeing Jake and Murrah. But I don't think WZ has been really using their items to the fullest potential. For example, on RBC, we didn't see Casper slow down with a bomb to potentially bomb a dodge out of Mike, and Mike dodged in a Mega and secured a top 2 for them as a result. And it looks like we're going to be moving into race 9 pretty soon, so I'm not going to be able to say much else. But I just want to say that I think KG plays a little bit more selflessly, and I think we're starting to see the benefits of that.
Okay. Chili, we'll see you at the post game then.
Thank you for the analysis.
All right. Quick update on the troll penalty. It is basically all but confirmed. It'll be a -20, so you can add 20 points to KG's lead here. I think someone already posted the GIF in chat, so hopefully, hopefully everyone has seen it. It was
a star.
Havo was golding through the dirt at the lap 3 of MC3, and Skyleaf just barreled into him with the star.
Oh,
so,
wow.
Yeah, so -20 there. So KG up a bit more than what you're going to see here. So WZ is going to get a nice GP.
So we already deducted the points from the scoreboard.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Shawn, for quickly updating us there.
Huge.
So
but anyways,
now it looks like a whole different ball game here because
yeah, definitely. But looks like the Wogs are occupying most of the top spots here, as we see some KG members here. Kind of questionable star usage. Not sure what he really got out of that, but regardless, looks like the Wogs are doing a decent job holding down first. It looks like Edison is in the first place position, and Casper's probably right behind him. But we see some Ultra Takers. KG's bomb too. Also, interesting note: Havo is Daisy this GP.
Yeah,
as we see 2 daisies. So
interesting considering we've already Have we played BCW yet?
We have not.
We have not. So yes, that's usually what you see from Havo. Actually, usually it's GP1 and they spam it, but with these alternating spots, you see a bit different strategy.
We have also not seen BC3 either, if that does matter. But we see a bomb coming in from KG, getting Quinn out of there with triple reds. But honestly, Quinn probably could have taken Ultra or something twice rather this race. Instead, he has to go around because not really the best item usage, honestly. And we're going to see a shot come in for KG. Havo is able to dodge that. Or maybe that was... we'll see what kind of shock that actually kind of was for whether or not whose shock that was, rather. So
5, 6, 7 for KG. Looks like a lot of top spots for WZ.
Yeah, we'll
but a super tight pack, so anyone can take cut here and take the lead.
Yeah, it's going to come down to who gets shrooms, maybe a potential red hit. Havo getting a TC, his race is done. Quinn's just playing it safe and taking his 7th place. We see a Funky Kong get hit. Looks like that was Casper and
Mike.
And now we see Edison. Everyone's just dying on the line, and it's going to be a good race for KG, if I'm not mistaken, because we see the WollywogZ. I think
that was
like
definitely
5, 6, 7.
Shock. We saw Havo just kind of get the best of it in Star, but
yeah. So the
looks like everyone just died at the line and kind of negated whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever that shock did.
You know, if we had a different point of view, we could have, seen what happened. Maybe a potential snipe, but a couple people spun out, and maybe someone clipped the dirt at the end. But the WollywogZ 1, 4, 6, 7. They need bigger races now.
They're gonna need bigger races than that.
After the troll penalty, that is confirmed. So.
Maybe a missed opportunity there for WZ. A lot of top spots, and
yeah, it definitely looks like
Edison both die at the line. Hate to see it, but looks like pretty much an even race there.
It makes you wonder, too, if Quinn would have held his star a little bit longer, banking on his bagger getting the shock. He could have had a potential huge race himself, potentially chaining for shrooms in 8th even, since he was going around the cut, or just taking Star Ultra and dodging there. But it looks like TK probably just chained 2nd set to get 1st, so not much you could do there, I guess, if you're the WollywogZ. I mean, obviously, getting hit at the end is very detrimental. But we see a 35-point lead for KG with 3 left. So
very much in play here for WC. They need that one big race. And
they're
everything around. Yeah. But KG gets their BCW, and this is going to favor them quite a bit with 2 daisies.
Yeah, TK is going to have to hold down that 1st place in the beginning to especially block the glitch. Now, Havo coming back,
he's going to need to do.
Now, Havo coming back to the game a little bit later than other people during this quarantine, I feel like might be a little bit rusty on the glitch, but Murabito is probably making the glitch 85% of the time.
Yeah.
So just spewing that number up there, but there's a good chance he's definitely going to make it if it's unblocked. We see Edison just doing the right thing, spamming a mega. So they're top 3 now.
WZ doing everything they should be doing right now. Looks like TK is going to go and try to block. You would assume he's taking right route in first. That's it
looks like they might actually just end up double blocking. I know KG will probably just unblock if it's single block.
Definitely the
Mura
right play.
goes around, and he just kind of wheelies into Mura, and he wastes a bomb as well, and then he gets bombed himself. So some questionable plays.
Mike was able to get away as well, and it's a bottom 2 for WZ. Or excuse me, 6-7.
6-7, yeah.
Not sure who's last.
But we do see one of the daisies potentially making the glitch, unless they just... Actually, no, I think Murabito just golden around the spiral.
Yeah, we saw Murabito go around, so I believe that's him in first.
So 4-6-7 for WZ. I think TK is probably still second. So very mixed race so far. They're going to have to either get some dodges and dodge a shock, or potentially chain for blues. And now Murabito being in first with Cut potentially being unblocked. Let's see if he ends up going for it. Looks like it might just still be blocked, or he's playing it safe because he goes around.
Quinn 4th now. And it looks like the daisy made it. It's a top 2 for KG.
Yeah, top 2.
And that's what you have to avoid when you're WZ.
Nicely done by Havo.
Yeah.
Being able to make the glitch and probably having something very powerful in second, or at least having some sort of shrooms in case the WollywogZ do pull 2 shrooms. But it looks like Havo gets hit out of there a little bit, though. So that's very big for the WollywogZ. And he gets redded, so the WollywogZ able to get the 2-3-4.
I'm sure we're going to be
shot coming out. That's
again.
probably a KG
I think that was a
shock.
WZ shock. Ooh, no.
And look at Mike coming through hot, and he's just going to run into the
with the
green.
Star Mega. Murrah with a pretty big lead there in first.
Yeah, it looks like a 1-4 for KG at the moment. So the Wogs are going to have to really try to get 2, 3, 4, 5 out of this. They're going to get a pretty big race. He's got triple streams. Havo's going to go for glitch.
If he makes it, this could be.
And let's
think
see. He did not make it. He missed
Yeah.
it. So the Wogs 2, 3, 5 now. If they can get Mike out of fourth, this could be a big race actually. But it doesn't look like it. Mike playing it really safe.
Get past.
Yeah, Mike playing it really safe as he should. I just taking the 1-4. The Wogs
2,
do
3.
get 2, 3, 5, 6. It looks like, but
That's again only
need a
winning
bigger
by
race.
just a bit.
yeah, they need a bigger race.
To really show up here these last two. Any sort of winning race for KG in these last two races is going to put WZ out of this.
So yeah, 2, 3, 5, 6. They're able to salvage that race. Once again, another KG shock. A little bit unfortunate that they couldn't pull the blue. Perhaps Jaker was probably holding it in the back, assuming he didn't dodge. But nonetheless, WZs they're gonna have to get some big races here. With 2 races left. So I think they're down 32. 32. All right.
Yep. WZ middle spots, not a lot left to choose from. See what they go with here.
All right. Well, if you're the Wogs, I mean, you just got to think about what tracks you can get big races on. What are your biggest strengths? I mean, you could also just RNG some good old GV2, but they don't need to do that yet. MG's a good track, I think. You can really do a lot with shock, a risky shock that could really benefit your team or not benefit your team, obviously. But
Really
I like the
interesting
pick.
strategy. KG picked Goldmine with 2 daisies. Usually that's a track that when you're playing against a daisy team, you want to pick because it's so easy to bump off there. But
I mean, unless
pretty
Murvito is banking on some sort of lag shield, but it is a very risky strategy. I do like this pick from the Wogs, though. You could do a lot with shock and trying to get a top 3, top 4. I think that's what they're going for here. So
it's like everyone's holding their spots for the most part. We're going to see all that turnaround though once the cut comes up. As you
when
usually
going
do.
for a 3rd place shroom, as you probably should. Getting 2 reds.
See if he opts to take the left route here. Yeah. And he will. Left route, gang.
Always left route, maximizing your chances to pulling a mushroom. Doesn't pull one there, and he doesn't.
And
so
again, no shroom.
Kind of unlucky. I think it's about a 12% chance of pulling a shroom in 3rd.
Someone take gap in 4th, and looks like Havo failed it. Or who was that? I think that was a KG member. But
yeah, perhaps. But we see a good back by Murrah. And this is a track where sometimes shock just isn't in play because you keep respawning and you lose a lot of time and there's less boxes you can touch because you don't want the bagger to be in 9th. And I think at that point, since Skyleaf is so far behind, I probably would have just sat at first set and spammed 9th place boxes. Now he's going to be far in 9th, and he's got no chance of catching him, really. So kind of interesting that he didn't do that. Now Ryu has a shock as he's going forward. So KG's holding down this top 2 as well. Looking like this could be curtains if they're able to hold the shock and hold their spots.
Wouldn't be surprised if it's a shockless race or very late at the end, so Edison can't take the shortcut.
Yeah,
but
if anything, it would be preventing
KG
the Wogs.
in the driver's seat.
The Wogs getting a blue shell would be huge. Blowing one of them off. Ooh, Edison hitting that fib, though. Does connect on that red, but yeah, I don't
think this is going to be enough. They got to get Murrah out of there. And the shock's not going to do it because KG's holding
situation. We see a mega being used, I think. Yep, in the back, there's a blue. There's the KG shot. Wait, was it a KG
Murrah's
shot?
getting blued on the line. See if that switches anything up. But I think
that was a KG shock, actually, as I don't think I saw Ryu spin out, but one of the Wogs do end up dodging.
KG shock.
But it doesn't matter regardless because 5, 6, 7 for the Wogs.
Now, as we said, this is an elimination match. There is no bonus point, nothing like that. So loser goes home. So WZ might be bringing out an all run here because that's another KG winning race, I believe.
They need first, I think, to still be in it, and then they need to top 5. So we'll see if they didn't need to get first. Murabito got blued on the line with a Wogs member dodging in a mega. Ooh, they only get second. 18, 20. Okay, Quinn's just gonna span through these results. Canada, so we cannot tell. They need to be down by what, 41? So let's see what we got on the bot scores. Oh wow! So I think if they top 5, because top 5 is 41, right?
Yeah.
41.5. Okay, so they need a top 5.
They need a top 5 to tie.
It's a tie, and then we'll go into overtime.
We're going to if we had OT, who wants OT here? I mean, come on, dude.
Top 5? Any top
sick.
5 games? Let's see if they sub out Skyleaf here, bring in some cool guy.
They
Super
can
sub
pop out here.
No, I doubt they're gonna do that. I hope they do realize they do have to all run. KG opting the GV2 though.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
WZ just gonna roll the dice with Mario Circuit.
Ooh. Any Wrath gamers in the chat picking that MC? Huge. But Donkey Kong Mountain's a very good track to prevent 5 run, but we're going to see BC3. Kind of interesting. I mean, you know, obviously having daisies and doing the Ultra, but BC3 is one of those races where you can get a ton of good spots for one team. But regardless, KG feels comfortable on this, and
yeah, this is a good pick for them. Very hard to top 5 here.
I don't think the WollywogZ know about the trolling penalty because it wasn't brought up in the actual chat, like the MKPS chat, as far as I can see. So I don't think they even know about it. So I think they think they're only down by 21. That's very unfortunate.
That could be it. So this is literally it for them.
And that's also kind of suspicious in a way, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the rules are on trying to claim a troll penalty.
Yeah, because
you might have to put it in that chat. Because I did see it in referees chat, but I did not see it in the lower,
because
in the
when Charge Brigade got when we got trolled, we were told we had to post it right away to the public. So not sure how that's gonna work, but regardless, this KG top 2, and it probably ain't gonna matter too much. But going into the stretch, as this BC3 package is super separated, they need to cycle for a ton of blues, and they need KG to just fall off on the low jumps or something at this point. So, but it looks like they're both going to take cut, and they don't bump each other. Nice team play, and that POW's a huge POW.
It's going to take Quinn off.
That's curtains regardless.
Yeah.
So
penalty or no penalty, seeing a pretty big breakaway here from.
Yeah, that's curtains, and we can start up this post game as. My goodness, I have not seen a top 2 on BC3 like that before in a long, long time. They're going to need a couple of DCs, so let's see if they DC in top 2. That's what we're going to be looking for right here. And adding
insult to injury. Yeah, it's tough.
But it looks like top 2 still haven't DC'd yet, so. And Quinn just showing off his elusiveness right there, jumping off. But it looks like KG
to avoid the troll.
Yeah, perfectly fine. And it looks like KG, assuming no DCs, are going to win this war.
Yeah,
they're coming down to the final stretch here. Oh, shock gives them a little bit more time. That gives them a little bit more time to disconnect.
We are seasoning these moves up right now.
Oh my goodness! They're coming down to the wire, and they cross. All right.
And that's going to do it for this one. I mean,
so, and no, okay.
A rather unfortunate ending for WZ, but
hold the phone.
Oh, nice. Oh, never mind.
All right, congratulations to KG for winning this match.
Regardless of troll penalty or not, is going to take home this quarterfinals match against WollywogZ. Overall, great performance from both teams, though.
Good performance. I have some conspiracy theories about the trolling rules.
See how that one goes, but
regardless, it does not matter for KG. Murabito popping the front door off at GP2. I think he scored 45. This GP scored 46. Not sure about the first GP, but well done by KG.
Yeah, very well played. And talk about it. We're gonna bring back Chili for post game. Chili, KG taking control of GP3.
Yeah, KG pretty much just took what they had and ran with it, and they really, really ran with it. So I think the first race of GP3 is DDR, right? So DDR is actually looking pretty good for WollywogZ until the very end, where KG somehow clutched at 235, I think. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. But I think the main race of GP3 that I want to talk about is BCW. What I commented earlier on WollywogZ playing a little bit more selfishly than KG, and I think that really showcased itself on BCW. There wasn't a considered effort to block the glitch, and that just sort of let Morabito get a guaranteed first place no matter what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then on Gorge, Casper pulled a nice bill in 8th. He used it lap 2, which was somewhat surprising, but I think he was expecting, himself to lose it somehow, which I think was reasonable. But I want to comment on the fact that he basically threw away a bomb that he pulled in 4th. Instead of slowing down and maybe, trying to bomb KG, make them lose their dodges and such.
Right.
He ends up getting triple streams in 4th, but then a very, very smart shot from KG essentially guarantees him a bottom spot because they just prevented him from taking gap at the very end.
Okay.
In a high-level match like this, I think it's worth talking about how important it is to be selfless.
Yeah.
I think that was definitely WZ's downfall in this match. I also want to comment on how KG understands the concept of chaining for blue shells. We saw a lot of blues from KG, and I think that's primarily because they know when to chain boxes in middle spots to get WZ out of first.
Yeah, it's about a 5% chance to a 7.5% chance, depending on what spot you are in, 4 through 7. So, obviously, if you're chaining a ton of boxes, there's a good chance you'll eventually end up pulling one. I think on Sherbetland, they pulled 3 in about 3 to 4 sets, though, which is pretty fortunate for them, but they were still doing the right thing. You can't fault them or blame them or anything. So, obviously, that was just one instance that I could remember. But
yeah, definitely. And I think KG tends to be very creative with their shocks. They used a very interesting shock on KC that was theoretically the ideal play. I think they shocked to cancel a red shell from Mike and get, I think, 3 WollywogZ members after the last set. Casper pulled a nice star in 7th and clutched I think a 3rd place from it, and nobody on KG pulled shrooms.
Yeah. Overall, I think KG was just kind of outclassed them today. WZ's a fantastic team, but KG has some really strong chemistry and just really strong runners overall, and that was shown today. And
assuming KG won the shock out?
I believe so.
And I think that was probably going to be the biggest factor between these two. Would be probably the shocks and the blue shell count. I think that's a reasonable result. KG played very well, though.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to add, or I don't know.
I think that'll about do it. So to recap, AV going through, CB going through. Those two are going to be playing next week, and KG is now going through against the winner of Ethereal versus Darg, and should be fun to watch.